What up, though?
Alright, so last week in the video, I talked about this big creative thing that I was working on. Biggest thing, most ambitious project that I've ever set forth to be a part of. Shoot, that's an understatement, not be a part of. I'm spearheading the whole thing. So then, anybody who's following me on any of my social medias, you probably have seen the pre-announcement, I don't even know what to call it, about Multiworld partnering with Rise Inc. And that is major. We're going to be doing production things and all that other stuff. All that good stuff. That's not what I was talking about. As big of a deal as that is, and as big of an undertaking as that would be, that is not what I was referring to. So we have that as well. I'm not currently at liberty to go into too much detail about what I was talking about. What I will say is, it is a massive project. It involves multiple people that I really deal with. Quite a few of them who you've seen on this channel or may have heard on the Black Culture Geeks podcast or whatever the case may be. May have seen me if you're on my Facebook, may have seen me interacting with in one way or another. And so yeah, a lot of people. It's going to involve quite a few people's platforms. We'll leave it at that. But and you'll definitely see a different side of me that anybody from this channel absolutely has seen thus far. So, looking forward to that. On top of all that, if you are someone who's subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do that. Then, when you get notified about this video being live, my birthday will be less than 12 hours away. Now, I don't normally make a big deal out of my birthday. It is what it is. If the people that I love and am around decide, speak of the devil. If the people who I love and am around decide to make a deal of it, then we make a deal of it. If not, then we chill. I think this is going to be a year that we chill. I'm fairly certain I have one idea, but that may or may not happen on my birthday. That may have happened already by the time you see this video. So, it is what it is. But before I get into what I actually will do, this year has brought a lot of things, weird and otherwise, into consciousness for a lot of people. Something that was brought into consciousness, the forefront of consciousness of people who live around my area, was crab cake egg rolls. So I made a post the other day about the fact that I made some, and they were amazing, and I got a bunch of comments, not a bunch of comments, but I got comments asking me for the recipe and all that other good stuff. I got people that messaged me asking me for the recipe, and so here's what I'm gonna do for y'all. I'm not gonna do a recipe, like it's not gonna be like a cooking app. It's not gonna be like a recipe, like it's not going to include measurements or anything, because as you know, we don't follow measurements. We just pour until we hear the ancestors say, that's enough, my child. I'll go into what goes into them, and yeah. So, what you'll need is crab meat, duh, softened cream cheese, some shredded cheddar, Old Bay seasoning, garlic powder. This is absolutely optional. I just have fallen in love with it since the first time I tried it. Minced black garlic. It's absolutely amazing. Black pepper. I like to do the fresh cracked onion powder. Or you could substitute real onions, but then you might have to cook them first. Or if you're somebody that like raw onions, whatever the case may be, it is what it is. Mayonnaise. Mustard. I went with Dijon for a specific reason. You could probably use honey mustard. You could probably use regular mustard, but I just, for this type of thing, prefer Dijon. Also optional, Creole seasoning. Tony Sashimi. I put that on everything like Tony Sashimi. Some of y'all will get that. I know that they're called crab cake egg rolls, but that's a bit of a misnomer. Because if you actually made crab cakes and put them inside of an egg roll, the resulting product would be super dry because you cooked the crab twice. So basically, it's kind of more like a crab dip egg roll, but it's not as wet as a crab dip. So there's the whole thing. For the egg rolls themselves, you get your egg. Oh crap! Last but not least, egg roll wrappers. For the egg rolls themselves, you take the crab meat, you take the Old Bay, of course. You take, what else do I got? The cream cheese, the cheese, that's when I put the minced garlic. Everything else, you could probably put some of it in the egg rolls themselves. You could, or you could decide to leave that at that and leave the rest of the stuff for the sauce. Up to you, completely up to you. I ain't telling y'all how to do nothing. I'm just telling y'all what I did. If you never made egg rolls before, all you gotta do, take the wrapper, lay it on a flat surface. You might want to wet it up a little bit. You can use water. You can use egg wash. I do the egg wash. Put your filling in there, fold it, roll it up, fry it in some oil, and you have your egg roll. For this, for the sauce, you literally just combine the ingredients and mix them up. Again, this is not a step-by-step recipe type thing. I just got questions, and I figured I would reward the people who happen to click on this video that are on my Facebook page that asked me with how I did it. What I'm actually doing for my birthday is allowing you guys to buy me a drink if you want to. If you feel it's so inclined and you're able to spare the couple of dollars, go ahead and buy me a drink. I have my Cash App in the description. Also, the album is releasing on said birthday. That link is in the description if you wanted to buy that. And it'll be on streaming platforms soon after that. I think I'm going to be taking a break from content for a week or so until the new year. Just a little rest. There was one thing that I was supposed to do this past week that got pushed to next week that I'm gonna have to do. But outside of that, my plan, as of the time that this goes live, is to not have anything creative that I actually have to post until next year. I'll probably still post on Instagram simply because I've already done the work of editing the pictures. It's literally just posting, so that's not hard. But I'm just gonna probably take that little break. That's the plan, and I think I'm gonna stick to it. Until next time, I've been SPJ, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.